What's up, kids? Hope you all are well today. Hey, let's talk masterminds for a second. So, we get a lot of questions about how to teach a mastermind, how to sell a mastermind, how to build one from scratch with no list organically, how to make sure you build the right material out, all the stuff that goes into building a high ticket mastermind. Now, before I dive into today's topic, which is about offer creation, like building an offer for a mastermind, if you want to have a mastermind, here's how to build an offer. We're going to go through the 4 steps. But ultimately, let's just talk first, just before we get into that. I'm just going to jump in here and make sure we talk about why you even want to have a mastermind first. Okay. This is not for everybody. So before you dive into having so much fun building an offer that's super cool, let's make sure this is right for you. First of all, if you're an expert and you like teaching, or you're a coach, you're a consultant, and you're doing one-on-one stuff, or you're doing group stuff, but a very low ticket, then masterminds might be right for you. Okay. If you hate leading a group and you hate working with people, then masterminds aren't for you. That's not a bad thing if that's not your thing. It's just not for you. But if you like coaching, you like consulting, if you're doing one-on-one stuff already, and you're doing even a small ticket group coaching, like let's say you have a subscription plan, you're letting people into like a $500 a month mastermind group or something like that you're calling. Let's then talk high ticket mastermind selling. That's what this series is about. So if that's you, keep watching. If not, bail out. If that's you, ask questions. I'm live here. I want to make sure I can answer your questions as we go. Okay. So welcome everybody. Great to see y'all. Let's do this. I'm just pulling up my phone here so I can say hey to folks as y'all jump in. You're all super awesome. It's so great to have everybody. So let's just dive right in here and talk about the 4 things that make a high ticket mastermind offer really work. Okay. Again, if masterminds aren't your thing, don't waste your time. I'm real big on time efficiency. If you want to do a high ticket mastermind coaching thing, then here's how we build our offers in our own mastermind. It works. Okay. First up, and again, ask questions as we go along. I will totally answer those questions. I've got 30 minutes blocked out for this. So let's rock and roll. Hope this helps you guys. First up, number 1, define a basic transformation steps or zones as a basic course outline. Okay. In previous conversations, we've talked about really defining your market, who and what. So if you don't know what that is yet, if you don't know who you're serving, who you'd be helping, or what transformation you'd be offering in a mastermind, then go back and watch that, okay? But right here, if you know who you're helping and the kind of transformation you want to offer, building an offer comes down to not the specifics of the 8 weeks or 12 weeks or what's up, CN, great to see you, or all the things that you got to do to make things happen in your mastermind group. The specifics aren't important. What is absolutely important is major zones that you're taking your clients through. Okay. So if you're coaching, consulting in a group setting, when you're making an offer and selling your offer, you want to make sure that you're showing them the zones that you're going to take them through. Let me give you an example of that. If you're helping someone, let's say, figure out how to do marketing on LinkedIn, cool. So you don't want to say, hey, I've got this group and we take you through these 15 steps to market on LinkedIn and start detailing everything out. That just opens up so many messy cans of worms. All you need to do is say, hey, we're going to help you market on LinkedIn. If you have no audience, we're going to help you get started. We're going to help you build an audience, create content that works, and actually be able to convert new clients from LinkedIn. All right. That's just 3 major zones: creating an audience, building content, and converting clients. Okay. That's a great mastermind idea, actually. That's very actionable, but it doesn't get into the nitty gritty. In an offer and in a sales conversation, you don't need to get into the nitty gritty. All right. You just need to help them see, here's the big things we're working on, and we're going to work on that together. That's super important. All right. Number 2, CN, you're so awesome. It's great to see you. Good morning to you too. Number 2, plan the ideal mastermind experience that you'd like to have if you were the student. All right. Take a moment and think this through. I do this and I've done this multiple times. I still do it. I grab my iPad. I have a whiteboard app in here. I use Miro, the whiteboard app, Miro. I think it's called Miro. Let me look on my computer here because I have it on here too. Yeah, Miro. And I use the Miro app because it allows me to just brainstorm out ideas. Okay. So I'm going to create the ideal mastermind experience that I would want to go through if I were the student. All right. Take a piece of paper out, take your iPad out, get a real whiteboard, sticky notes, whatever works for you. But get that ideal experience out. Would I want it to be 12 weeks long, 12 months long? Would I want it to be live or in person or on Zoom? Would I want templates and tutorials and homework? Would I want group sessions? Would I want it to be breakout sessions? Would I want one-on-ones with the coach, or would I want all to be group? Like, think all that through. What would you want if you were that person? Pip, what's going on? Pip Seymour is the coolest SEO person on the freaking planet. She just says, you got to look her up. So do your homework and do the things you need to do to figure out what is the right thing that you got to do to make this mastermind experience right for your clients. Okay. If you were in their shoes, if you were sitting across the table from you, what would that look like for you? All right. What would you want? Would you want more time with the coach? And don't default, by the way, be careful. Don't default back to, I would want all the one-on-one time I can get with my coach. Because I promise you, you don't. All right. Pip, you're awesome too. So make sure that you're creating the ideal thing though for you, and that you've actually got the ideal track that you'd want to go through to get real transformation. Okay. That leads me into step number 3. Create a mastermind offer stack that offers the best opportunity for your market to actually take action and experience transformation. All right. You're selling something they actually need. You're guiding people through a real process to help them go from where they are today to where they want to get to. That's your expertise, right? You know what to do. You've already cracked the code. You've experienced transformation personally, or it's your expertise and you want to take more people through it. You're tired of doing a done-for-you service. You want to coach and you want to do it in an efficient group, high-ticket model. The high-ticket group, by the way, mastermind experience, like as a coach for you, it is the fastest, clearest path to high-end cash flow I've seen in the past several years. It's really, really cool. It's very transformational for your people, and you experience just so much more time freedom and money freedom by doing it. I freaking love it. So anyway, when you're building your offer stack though, don't think about all that stuff. Like, what do you get out of it? Think about what would actually transform these people. Because if you're offering a real transformation in your sales process, you will see those sales rolling in because people will connect to that. They want to win, they want to transform, and your expertise gets them there. So make sure your offer expresses, hey, we've built this around you. Like, this is actually built so you can make a transformation. Rochelle, great to see you. Sorry we couldn't connect. I think we were trying to connect recently, but dude, let's make that happen. All right, great to see you. Good morning to you as well. All right, so make sure that that is happening as you're going along in your offer creation. Always take a step back and think, if I was the person that I'm offering this to, would I really want this thing? Would this make me realize, oh my gosh, that's what I need? Put yourself in their shoes. So important. Okay. Next up, point number 4. Pricing. Pricing is such a big deal. Okay. Everybody stumbles over pricing. Let me just kind of give you some general guidelines, and then we're going to dive into the nitty-gritty here. All right. General guidelines. Well, I'll just read point 4 for you in case you're listening along. Price your mastermind based on the value of the expected transformation, not on your perceived financial hurdles. Price it on the value of the transformation you're offering, not on your perceived value of, is that expensive to you or not? Okay. What's expensive to you or not is completely irrelevant when you're making an offer to someone else. It's about what's expensive to them or not, right? So let's talk about the value. Anything under $3K US dollars right now, I would say, is in e-course territory. Like, that's an e-course. Create an e-course, sell it for under 3K if you want to go low ticket. All right. Any legit coach with a legit product or service that's teaching something and has an e-course is going to be priced typically between $1,000 and $3,000. Okay. If you're selling an e-course or something way less than that for like $300, bring those prices up. Okay. It's just worth more. All right. If you're giving away your time, your real face experience on a Zoom call, one-on-one or in group, you should be charging more than 3K for sure. I would say at least start at $5,000 per person, like per seat in your mastermind, if you're going to be doing real live training with your group. Your real time is so insanely valuable. Make sure you charge for it. Okay. That's really, really important. Um, let's see here. Hang on. I think we are making sure we're still good on Facebook. Oh no, I think we got bailed out. All right, hang tight. Let me just get this thing back up and running real quick. Hang tight just a second. Let's see if we can get there and go back and get back online here. You guys are awesome. Just hang tight. All right, so let's just keep going here. As we're building out your pricing, you got to make sure that that pricing model is really focused on the person you're communicating and selling to. That is so, so important. Okay. If it's not based on that, then you're really going to end up tripping over yourself and being in a spot that really hurts you, because your pricing should be focused on the transformation you're offering. So just jumping back in here, think through, if you teach people what you want to teach them, you take a group of 5, 10, 20 people, whatever, at least $5,000 per person. Let's say you take 10 people through at $5,000 per person. That's cool. $50,000 in cash in your pocket. That's great. You're getting paid to teach now. Great. Okay. So you're taking 10 people through at $5,000 a piece, lowest end offer possible. 50,000 in cash, you're getting paid to teach. You now have some cash flow and some time and some ability to actually do something really, really cool. You have a chance to change their lives, and you have the space and the resources to do it. So build it in and do it. So as you're thinking through pricing, think through that reality. That's where you're going. That's where this is going to end up. Think through that reality, because that reality is the one that you really want to focus on. Okay. That reality is actually going to get you an opportunity to make sure that you get a chance to go in and actually produce the value that you need to produce to give them what they need for a transformation. So let me just say that one more time. All right. It is so important for you as you're building your offers to make sure that your pricing from a price standpoint is based on the value of the transformation that you're giving them. Okay. If they take your advice, here's how I think this through. If they take your advice and they do the work and they get the results from following your advice for one complete year, what kind of value would they get? That's really, really cool. There's so much there. Let's say that you teach them. Let's go back to our LinkedIn example. Let's say you teach them how to use LinkedIn to market their business, their service, their product, whatever. If they learn how to go from a cold audience to creating content to getting clients on LinkedIn, for instance, let's say that's what you're teaching. If they do the work that you're teaching them to do over the course of a year, what kind of value will they get? Wow, that could be incredible for them. So make sure that you're pricing your mastermind based on that value. You say, well, Chris, if they did that, they'd get another $100,000 in clients this year, another $1 million in clients this year. Then charge them basically a percentage of that. If it's real and you can teach them that, then charge them for that. Charge them. If you're going to make them an extra $100,000 this year, charge $10,000 to be in your mastermind. It's okay. Don't think about what's expensive or not expensive for you. Think about what you're actually bringing them. If they do the work and they follow your advice and you're with them in this group process, they're fixing to make a $100,000 difference. Oh my gosh, that's totally worth $10,000. Even if you have to take a 3-pay or a 4-pay for the $10,000 over 4 months, it's still totally worth it for them and for you. And now think about it. All of a sudden you've brought in, let's say you're bringing in 10 people into your mastermind, your first group, and you're charging $10,000. That's $100,000 in cash flow for you. That's cool. But what that does is not just pad your bank account. It doesn't just pay off a credit card for you. What $100,000 does is it gives you an opportunity to be so on fire while you're teaching your mastermind. You have resources. You can hire an administrator to help you. With just the mastermind, you can take the time and effort to invest in these people. You can see their lives change, because that's what a high ticket mastermind allows you to do for them. Price it appropriately, get the space you need financially to breathe, the time you need to breathe, and change their lives. Oh my gosh, you will love that. That's why pricing matters so much. All right. I'm just going to hammer that one point home just a little bit more. You got to charge real money for real transformation. Because if you don't, you won't be in a place where you and your team can deliver a real transformation. You got to be there, and you got to be in a space where you're strong and you're on a solid foundation so you can pull them up. That's a lot of what this is all about. High ticket masterminds, if done correctly, will change people's lives. You're going to see that happen right in front of you. Charging correctly allows you to have the strength and the space to be able to change their lives with them. That is very, very cool. Really is. Karen, what's up? So great to see you. Glad you're here. Yeah, I agree, right? I know, right? So do your work, do the stuff it takes to get your mastermind offers correct. Again, masterminds aren't for everybody, right? If you want to lead and teach your own mastermind, then you're going to need to love teaching, okay? So if you'll have a done for you service, let's say you're an expert and you really don't like the client interaction part. You just love the coding or the marketing or the ads manager stuff or whatever you do, the copywriting, whatever it is. Great. If you don't like the people part of it and you don't like talking to your clients, don't lead your own mastermind. But if you do love talking to people and you love training and teaching, if you love going live in your own Facebook groups, if you love making posts, if you love every time you get to talk to a local community group, if you love doing one-on-one consulting or teaching or training, then yeah, go get it and do the work to build a mastermind, because you will freaking love having a mastermind. Do it the high ticket way, create an offer. What's up, Rock? Dude, so great to see you. Do the work to get results on building a high ticket mastermind if you love teaching. Hope all the points above helped with that. And sorry, I had a little glitch there in the middle of the video, but I think we're good. You got those 4 points. Go back and review. You got this. Any questions? I will take those questions if you got any. I want to make sure I don't leave anybody out. You guys are just crushing it. You got an expertise. Feel free to ask your questions. I'll be here for another minute or two. You guys have an expertise that's really, really cool. Think about it. You've spent the past several years, maybe 10 years, maybe 2 years, maybe 1 year, figuring out what you do. You've cracked codes. You've watched the podcast, read the books, watched the YouTube videos, taken the blood, sweat, and tears time to actually get in and learn your craft and make all the mistakes you've made. And now you figured it out. People want to learn that. And if you can help them learn and grow and change, they will come along with you. They really will, because they want what you got. They don't want to have to crack the code. Not all of us are made to crack codes. You're an entrepreneur. That's why you're good at this. And it was your passion. So you did it. So it's okay and it's right for you to be able to charge for that and help someone else make a transformation in a significant way faster than you could. People will buy into your group to overcome the hardship and the hurdles you've done faster than it took you. They're buying time. They want speed to market. They want your expertise. Own that space. You totally have got this. All right. Own that space. If you love teaching, love training, you'll love building a mastermind. That's it for today. Hope you guys stay awesome. Keep after it. Lean in, ask questions. We're here. Drop your comments. I'll catch up on the questions again later. Great to see everybody. You have a fantastic one. Talk soon. Do the work and get those results.